she's present online. And then later on, we'll call on Tabogon Central Elementary School in Cebu, represented by Dr. Balagta. So we call on Dr. Cherry Ramos first.
Thank you very much, sir. Good afternoon to our chair, Senator Win. We have here the supporters from the different agencies, both public and private. We would like also to give our experiences as to the implementation of the MATATAG curriculum. We have here a simple presentation of what we have learned from this curriculum. We have here the pilot school, Kawayan North Central School. Of the 35 schools nationwide, they had chosen Kawayan North Central School as one of the 5 pilot schools in Region 2. With this, may we just have this presentation of our teaching and non-teaching personnel, which we have 81 of them, 1,915 learners under this pilot curriculum, and 56 using 56 classrooms. With this, we have a total enrollment of 675 pilot learners in Kawayan City. We have these organized classes for the MATATAG curriculum in Kawayan North Central School, Kinder, Grade 1, Grade 4. As you can see, we have 7 classes in Kinder, 8 classes in Grade 1, and 7 classes in Grade 4, with 7 teachers in Kinder, 8 teachers in Grade 1, and 9 teachers in Grade 4. As mentioned by our director, both directors, BCD and BLD, we had this transitioning period of which the teachers, school head, and top officials were trained and oriented with the MATATAG curriculum from the national down to the division levels. We have here the transition period for 10 days, headed by, of course, our regional director, Benjamin Paragas, of which all offices provided series of TA to our teachers, from our regional supervisors, and school weekly and SDO supervisors are visiting our pilot schools. Likewise, we have there ensuring the smooth execution of the transition curriculum in Region 2. We have the proper coordination from the different levels of governance so that we can really unleash what's expected from our teachers. Likewise, the expected output from its grade level through studying, continually studying and unpacking the learning competencies provided by the central office. Before the pilot implementation, we had also this 3-day training as being reported by our directors for our teachers, school heads, and SDO personnel. Included in this SDO personnel were the supervisors, even the top officials were also trained and oriented as to our roles in this implementation. To ensure understanding and application of knowledge of the new curriculum, demonstration teaching for kindergarten, grade 1, 4, and 7 were observed and processed at the regional office, conducted by the central office and the regional office key officials. We would like also to report that a week before the start of the pilot implementation, we have this mastering of the TC. All teachers involved were convened to unpack the provided LE and WS, where collaborative expertise sessions were maximized through the assistance of the regional and division supervisors to quality assure and enhance provided LE and WS based on the learner's needs. In the pilot implementation phase of the MATATAG curriculum, we have these facilitating and hindering factors that we have noted as we are already engaged in this pilot implementation. These are some of the indicators and remarks or findings that we had already surveyed. First is the sufficient provision of supplies and materials via MATATAG fund. And we have these positive learning outcomes that are evident as lessons and well aided with these essential materials in teaching under the new curriculum. Another, complete provision of learning exemplar and worksheets in grade 4. These also forwarded us to learning activities that well catered with the LEs and worksheets, leading to the smooth conduct of activities. Another indicator is on positive learning environment. The feedback coming from the learners, teachers, and parents, and other stakeholders. We have these also as initial survey coming from our education stakeholders. The reproduction of learning resources is also well managed, as manifested to what we have harvested, needed additional non-teaching to do the job. We were requesting this, likewise as been requested by one division in Mindanao. And then the adherence to DO number 9, series of 2005, wherein classroom activities were focused on instruction and learning engagement. Last one is on the provided technical assistance from the regional and division offices, where we harvested regular monitoring on these TAs coming from two offices, from the office of our regional director and from the office of ESDS, where we can, the school, also harvested immediate feedbacks and incorporating these feedbacks for improvement. However, there's one hindering factor that we had identified in the implementation. We have here the reproduction of worksheets, wherein there's a need really to have this job be done by non-teaching personnel only. So we are giving this as a solution for the meantime, accommodating volunteer teachers for the reproduction of worksheets. But as been mentioned, there will be additional personnel to do the job for the teaching personnel. We have here surveyed feedback coming from parents. Initial survey lang po for the MATATAG curriculum implementation. That the MATATAG curriculum is systematized for both the learners and teachers. Literacy and numeracy are intensified in the early grades. Kids are more engaged and excited to go to school. And from the learners, they had mentioned the mastery level is achieved in a weekly basis. The teachers are friendly and smart. They continue to become friendly and smart. Worksheets are complete for grade 4. No learners were left behind from the lesson, and lessons were taught according to their learning pace. Feedback coming from the teachers, we have this as recorded. The delivery of the lessons was holistic and seamless. Teachers are too excited and engaged in facilitating the teaching learning process. More realistic, no duplication and redundancy of learning competencies. And there's an acquisition of 21st century skills that's still feasible with the MATATAG curriculum. With the practices of SDO Kawayan City, in regard to the implementation of MATATAG curriculum, we have this strong collaboration with the stakeholders, local government, which attracts full support to the pilot school, teachers' resourcefulness, resilience, and positive stand towards the new curriculum, close working tandem between the SDO and implementing school, non-stop provision of TA and coaching from the regional office, open communication with the RO and CO for immediate response and clarifications to queries and concerns, massive advocacy and information dissemination through MANCOM meetings, fora, and media, increased level of awareness, acceptance, and support, capability building for teachers and school heads on the new curriculum, values formation, pedagogy, content, technology, and the like. regular conduct of collaborative expertise sessions as indicated in the class program, technical assistance to teachers in the conduct of classes under the MATATAG curriculum is being manifested as regular monitoring transpires, proactive and adaptive school head, presence of SDO superintendents and the personnel of SDO who are fully supported to the MATATAG curriculum, presence of competent kindergarten teachers who could devise contextualized worksheets to aid their teaching, teachable and digital savvy teachers of kindergarten, grade 1 and grade 4, and core cemented partnership with the local government unit, the SCPTA officials on this holistic endeavor. Likewise, making use of slide decks and automated resources such as TV as instructional tools and materials during classes adds learning motivation and sustains learning interests. Teachers have a devised mechanism scheduled on the preparation of slide decks that is deemed necessary. And this will sum up the practices we have in SDO Kawayan City. To our chair, Senator Win, we had heard along with our partners, likewise the plans from the Department of Education, and we would like to affirm this as planned by our central office, the Department of Education, along with our partners, that we too in Region 2 had this partial way of saying the MATATAG curriculum is really worth taking, worth implementing for our learners and the community people of Kawayan City. That would be all, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. Chair Ramos, for the very comprehensive presentation. I'm happy
Thank you,
to hear that the learners find our teachers there warm and smart. No? So, but I think that's a product of decongesting the curriculum. Di na sila nagmamadaling magturo. Lastly, we have our friends from the Visayas, from Tabagon Central Elementary School in Cebu, represented by Dr. Balagtas. Dr. Balagtas? Still there? Or Miss Cinco? Purenda Cinco? I think they already logged on kasi dinner time na. I'm actually trying to finish before 7. We didn't prepare dinner for you guys. So, but I think we've exhausted all of our resource persons. And it's been very fruitful, enlightening, as well as rejuvenating, you know, in my terms, because I think this is a long time coming. I know Dr. Dad San Antonio has been waiting for this, and it's finally here. Our senators still want to learn about the details of the curriculum, and we will do that in the next session. But so far, from what I hear from Malabon, from Surigao, and from Kawayan, so far the implementation is smooth. It's welcome by both teachers, learners, and parents. And one thing common that I've heard from all of them, the supply of materials. No? I think the supply and the support of materials makes a big difference. And that's one thing that we need to sustain until the full implementation of this law. And this is where the private sector will come in to support us. So may I say congratulations, no? In the initial stage, and we look forward to the full implementation of this curriculum, and rest assured that the committee will support the Department of Education in their needs to make this successful, because the success of this curriculum is the success of the Philippines. So thank you very much. So we will suspend this hearing and we'll see you next time. Maraming salamat.
So